Today we're going to check out the Engl Savage 120 Mark II versus the Engl Fireball 25 with KT77s. And the goal of this is to see, is it really worth the money to buy a Savage 120 versus the little Fireball? So even if you find this used, that is still about $1,000 cheaper. So the goal of this is to see, like, do you really get a lot more bang for your buck if you were to buy the bigger one versus the smaller one? So let's just play a couple riffs and we'll come back. So in the room here, I'm using my Reload 2, and that's going through my Mesa 4x12 traditional over here, but what you're hearing is a UAD aux box or aux stomp with a Mesa 4x12 and a couple condenser mics on it. In the room, I mean, it's not that big of a difference. So my initial impression, just plugging them in, is I'm keeping my Fireball 25, and this is gonna go back because I don't need it. That gives me the Engl sound. Now with this, you get a whole lot more knobs and other things to fiddle with, which is some other tubers have called it a spaceship, which is pretty aptly named. It's very complicated. So let's put it back on the Savage 120 and let's just click the little gain low high and do the same riff. So now it's on low. Oops. And then on high. All right, so the contour has been on. Let's turn it off. So that gives you a much more scooped sound, which I don't know if you need that or not. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Yeah, I mean, we'll turn up the mids more with the contour off. Do that again. And then let's just go back over the Fireball 25 for a sec. So on the Fireball 25, I don't know if you can see it, but we got the master about 10:30 o'clock if we're doing the clock faces. The lead volume is the same, treble ups around 2, mids are noon, bass is 2-ish, lead gain between 2 and 3. And it is genuinely hard to get a bad sound out of that amp. Let's just go put on Tube Screamer, do the same thing again. And then we'll switch over to the Savage. So you get a little bit of different flavor. I don't know, I'm not gonna spend $3,000 on this amp. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of bad sounds you can get out of it. And then I also have the same thoughts about Mesa Boogie Mark series. There are a lot of bad sounds in that amp, but those few that are in there are just absolutely glorious that I really haven't figured out how to get on anything else. And as you can kind of see, or I think I hear in my demo here, is Fireball 25 can do the Engl sound just as good as Savage 120, and it does it at $1,350 if you're in the US versus $3,000. And if you're in the EU, I have no idea what your prices are. It's less. So, yep, I hope this might help anyone that's just a typical average bedroom guitarist with too much money to spend. Figure out that maybe you don't need to spend that money and the little guy might be better for you. Or maybe I'm full of shit and you actually hear that the Savage 120 is better, and if that's the case, go for it. So until next time, bye.